You can tell me that. All right. Next category.
All right, so next category is let's do Woman of the Year.
Oh snap!
So GK, who do you think was the woman of 2017?
All right. So when I think 2017, all right. Now, just to review, right? Last year's mine was Rihanna, and his was Margot Robbie, right?
Yes.
Because Suicide Squad came out and all that stuff,
Yeah.
right? And I'm thinking, so, but then, you know, this year kind of repeated itself a little bit. So I was going to give my Woman of the Year, JAMMY, the award, to Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it. Like, I get it. But for reasons I'll explain later, like the Damn You Fell Off, JAMMY.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch on that a little bit more later.
Yeah.
But yeah, couldn't give her my JAMMY. Yeah. I know she's devastated. So I was gonna give it to SZA. Mm-hmm. Because that actually was my dark horse album of the year, JAMMY.
Yeah.
But every time she performed live, no, like you know,
yeah.
she's
got to work on that.
Yeah, I mean, her album is dope.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's great listening.
Yeah.
I love it. But then you want to hear it live and see her do her thing live, and it's just not up to the same standard. So my 2017 Woman of the Year, JAMMY, is going to somebody who you might not expect. But I think she deserves it. And I think 2017 was her year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She is the Bronx Princess indeed. Oh. And I'm giving my 2017 JAMMY to Cardi B.
Oh, Cardi B. Look at you.
She did it all. She triple threaded it, man. Like, you know, she hit the music scene. She dominated reality TV. Mm-hmm. She had a comeback. Because remember, last time we did this, I told you her after BET Awards show where she was just pretty much like standing on a bar top. Like, she wasn't even part of the actual show.
Yeah.
Was the wackest, one of the wackest live TV performances I've ever seen. Yeah. Like, she actually was doing Bodak Yellow, but it was so whack. I didn't even know it was Bodak Yellow. And then it just took over. So, yeah, so Cardi, you win.
Hey.
You did it. You did it. You did it. You wanted my JAMMY. You got it.
So that's an amazing thing.
Offset's not going to like that.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to
like that. Not like that at all.
Cardi B was amongst my nominees for Woman of the Year. Also, some of my nominees included Tracee Ellis Ross. I just think that she is 45 and she looks better than women half her age. And she also killed it this year on Blackish, hosting award shows. She just did everything. So I thought she was amazing. Scarlett Johansson will forever be among my nominees.
You just find ways to put her in every year. You just find ways to do it.
She
dating Colin Jost, bro.
Yeah, that
come on, man.
That is an L for her, but she is Scarlett Johansson. Now for infinity, she will always be on my nominations list. SZA, as you said, was on my list as well. Abby and Alana from Broad City. I love Broad City. I think it's probably the funniest show on TV, and they just continue to do masterful work as writers, and now they're directing the show also. So I think that they are just immensely talented. But my 2017 Women of the Year, JAMMY, actually has to go to your one from last year, and I have to give it to Rihanna this year.
What?
And the reason why
she ain't do nothing this year.
No, she did a lot this year, and I'm going to tell you, there's two reasons why Rihanna is getting my 2017.
This will be good. I can't believe I'm disagreeing with this, but this will be good. This will be good.
Two reasons. The first reason is because we already know that Rihanna dominates music. We get that. So what did Rihanna decide to do in 2017? She says, I'm going to dabble in beauty. I'm going to dabble in makeup. And not only does she dabble in makeup, she sells $72 million of makeup in 1 month, breaking all previous records. Oh, the Kardashians want their makeup? Record broken. Screw you, Kardashians. Rihanna came through and stayed in your lane. And the reason why her makeup sold so well is because the Kardashians, they like to, do their whole, every woman looks the same kind of thing with the Kardashians. No, Rihanna had her whole advertising and marketing go towards women of all colors, all shapes, all sizes, all shades, and it worked perfectly if you see her advertising, and it's now one of the top makeup companies in the world after only being in business less than a year. So by expanding beyond music and becoming a real mogul, that's one of the reasons I gave her my Woman of the Year. But the second reason I gave Rihanna my Woman of the Year is because Thick Rihanna came out this year. Listen to me when I tell you that Rihanna, when she was skinny, gorgeous. Thick Rihanna, is on another level. It's like something in her said, you know what? I don't have to be ridiculously skinny anymore. I'm Rihanna. I'm gorgeous. I have my own thing. I'm going to eat a little bit. And the weight looks amazing on her. It's like, how do you take someone that's already one of like the 10 most gorgeous women in the world and somehow make her sexier? And that's what happened with Rihanna. So not only did she become way richer and become a mogul in 2017, but she also somehow, like unbelievably, became more attractive, which I didn't even think was possible. So that's the reason why Rihanna is my 2017 Woman of the Year.
All right, so let me get this straight.
Yeah.
All right, well, first thing, when I said she ain't do nothing this year, I meant musically, all right? All right? Forgive me, Riri, like I'm being real. But, two, so basically what you're saying is, for your 2017 Jammy for Woman of the Year, you decided to take my 2016 Woman Jammy of the Year, and now you find her as top dog now that she's become a mogul and put on weight.
Yes. Yes. Because she's already...
Just want to make sure y'all heard that.
Yeah, she's already a musical icon. She's already cemented as one of the biggest musicians ever. Like, or she could not do another song for the rest of her life, and she'll still be remembered as one of the biggest artists of all time. So musically, she's already set. So the fact that she's now crossed over into another area, into this makeup area, and not only is successful at it, but because this is the thing that you have to realize: just because you're famous does not mean that you can cross over into something else and automatically be successful. There's been a lot of famous people. The Beyonce tried to like get into perfumes and stuff, and that joint flopped, belly flopped. Like Beyonce has all these fans. Nobody went out and bought her damn perfume. Why? Because her perfume was whack. Because like, and I smelled the perfume. One of my friends bought it. I smelled it. I said, "What is that? That's trash. Don't wear that anymore." And she said, "Oh, it's Rihanna." I said, "Yes, it's no good. That's why nobody buys it." But Rihanna's makeup came out, and by all my female friends that buy makeup, they say it's fantastic. It's a great product. And there's a reason why it's a great product. And that's why it sold 72 million in 1 month. 72 million a month. I can't even fathom that number. That number sounds ridiculous to me. And this is her first time doing it. In 1 month, she sold 72 million. So for that, she has to get it. Because now she's now crossed over into, like, you know, being a real mogul. Not just like a musician and that's all she does. She's like now into like P. Diddy territory. Where it's like, I'm not just going to have this one thing, this one avenue of money. I'm going to have like 5 different streams of money. So I feel like Rihanna is going to wind up being like the way that P. Diddy is now, where he has like his hand in like a million different things. I feel like Rihanna's on her way there. Because not only did she do that, but she also partnered up with Puma and like released her own sneakers, and that sold well also. So she's music, sneakers, makeup. What's next, Rihanna? What's next in 2018? I know it's going to be something fantastic. And please stay thick. Don't listen to the people that are telling you that you're gaining weight. Stay thick. Don't listen to them.
Well, we just made history. We have our first double Jammy winner. 2 years, repeat.
Yeah.
All right? So just remember, I loved you first. I saw you on the subway, all right? 6th train, all right? 33rd and Park Ave South, all right? That was us, all right? So remember, I saw you first. I'm Ray J, he's Kanye.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, that's why he wears suits.
I mean, if in that scenario, it kind of came out better if I'm Kanye and you're Ray J.
Right, well...
Yeah, I think you thought that one.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm great with the camera. Moving on. Moving on.
So, for the next... this is an interesting category. Uh-huh. So the next one's going to be the fell off. Who fell off in 2017?
Ooh, boy. You know? See, the crazy thing is, the big challenge of coming up with jammies this year, because it was just littered with so much whackness, is kind of realizing that most of the good stuff happened early in the year, in the first half of the year. But here's the exception. The people who fell off, and fell off the hardest, and hit the ground hardest, and a lot of y'all ain't getting back up, are all of y'all who have been sexually assaulting people, and y'all are getting caught. Yep. And y'all are getting the whistles blown now. So my 2017 jammy for Damn You Fell Off and I Hope You Never Rise Again would be Harvey Weinstein and all you others.
Yes, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, this will be a very quick category because that's my 2017 Damn You Fell Off jammy is to Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and all you other like famous dudes that thought, oh, I can get away with anything. No, you can't. Not anymore. So it's a whole new world now where women are not afraid to speak up against their, like, you know, assaulters, and those days are done. So that's a lot of people fell off in 2017 because of that. This was the year of women speaking up. I think Time gave it to the accusers.
Not just women.
Yeah.
Not even just women.
It's not just women. It's just like people in general. And like we know that this is something that's been going on in Hollywood forever. There's always been rumors of it, but now it's like and there's been documented someone like Mira Sorvino, who they documented that Harvey Weinstein made sure she did not get a job anymore in Hollywood because she turned down his advances. And Mira Sorvino, if you remember, was Academy Award nominated. She was a great actress, and she lost out on a job because she said no to a man that she did not want to have sex with. That's crazy. So it's like the fact that these guys are now getting their comeuppance, it's like I don't feel bad for them. And it's like, yeah, I loved the Weinstein Company and all the movies that they made. I'm a huge fan of Tarantino. I'm a huge fan of a lot of movies that came out of the Weinstein Company. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Spacey. But once you do stuff like that, I don't have any respect for you anymore. And it's like, yeah, you fell off. You can go because we don't have time and we don't have space for people like that in today's modern society.
Agreed, man. And look, real quick to the detractors or the people that kind of question this stuff. Mm-hmm. Not that there's zero validity to what you're saying. Now, are some of these people opportunists? Perhaps. Are some of these people just jumping on the gravy train? Mm-hmm. And just because, the big question is, why are you coming out now? Mm-hmm. Because of the climate? Like, okay, that I get. And there are people losing their jobs just based on accusations with no proof. Mm-hmm. We're not condoning that.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is the majority of these people who are getting their livelihoods taken are people who are in positions of power. Mm-hmm. That's what we don't condone. Mm-hmm. We're dudes, all right? We will never stay striking out. He's married and he still strikes out every time again, all right? Like it's true. I mean, that wasn't my business to tell, but we keep it real here, all right? And I'm single. Like I live in the strikeout space. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's just my bad percentage. We're not going to go there because baseball's not even my sport. But sometimes you can misread the room. Sometimes you can misread a signal. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's one thing in the moment, and then one party can change their minds later, and then it becomes an issue. That stuff happens. We're not naive. Mm-hmm. But these dudes knew what they were doing. These dudes knew that they had power. These dudes used that power to get these people to do something that they didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. All right? And they were clear about it from jump. All right? And they were using that power to threaten them professionally, personally, all these ways. All right? And these people felt that they were invincible and untouchable on top of it. So it is just my hope that this trickles down to other aspects of business, like CEOs of companies, mm-hmm. heads of law firms, just anybody who's just used their power to do the same or similar things. I just hope that this movement and the empowerment that's coming with the people who have been victimized in such a fashion, that this will continue to eradicate and change the culture.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything you said, man. Mm-hmm. So moving on to the next category, we're going to go with, let's do, on a brighter note, comeback of the year. So who do you think made the biggest comeback of the year?
Like, I had all these nominees, right? Mm-hmm. Like Twin Peaks, or like shows that came from the 90s.
Yeah.
Or so many of these damn songs. Despacito was a song of the summer. Mm-hmm. There's so many songs that sampled songs from the 90s.
Yeah.
And then I looked at fashion and I'm like, yo, that was hot in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So, and some of the most fun I had this year were 90s parties, like 90s themed parties.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about, and I'm looking at dudes' haircuts, like the fade, like that was 90, and I'm thinking about it like, yo, nostalgia is what came back this year.
Yeah.
So my 2017 Jammy goes to pretty much all things from the 90s.
Yeah.
Because we were there. It was such a damn good decade.
It was.
And it's been 20 years, and now it's just, what's old becomes new again.
Yeah.
And it is cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like that was a deep one. Mm-hmm. But not deep enough to not get my Jammy. Man! Are you baiting me? Like, why do I keep falling into these traps? Damn it!
That was a good one. Like 90s, definitely. Let's be very clear and talk that real quick. The 90s was the best decade ever. If you were born in another decade, we were born in the 80s, but if you were born in another decade,
don't tell them.
what else? It's
whatever. I'm wearing jammies.
Exactly.
Whatever. I got
and you think the 70s were the best. Oh, the 2000s were the best. Oh, the 60s. No. Nothing was better than the 90s. Like
Yep.
every genre of music was at its like peak in the 90s. Rap, R&B, like rock, alternative. Like everything had the best music, the best
Easy
music.
listening.
Yes, exactly. Easy listening.
Yeah.
Like
Light FM, son.
movies, TV shows. Like people still watching Martin to this day. Martin reruns, Seinfeld reruns.
Yeah.
Like people are still
Yeah.
watching movies from the
Yeah.
90s
Yeah.
constantly.
Those are
It's
most
just-
syndicated shows. 90s
Yeah,
shows.
the most syndicated show. You don't see shows like, from like other decades syndicated as much as the 90s because it was just the best decade. So that's my quick preface. So I 100% agree with that. My comeback is a little bit on a lesser note. It's just something that I noticed that I was like, oh, good for you, man. I'm happy for you. My comeback 2017 Jammy goes to Miguel because
Whoa!
before this year,
Leg drop.
for the last couple of years, the thing Miguel was best known for was leg dropping that poor girl at that award show when he, for some reason, decided he wanted to jump over a huge crowd of people and could not clear it, and then wound up falling right on this girl. That almost killed his career because he was immediately just known as the leg drop guy, and everyone forgot about the good music he had done up to that point, and he just became like a walking joke. And then he kind of disappeared for a couple of years. And I felt bad for him because I thought Miguel was really talented. And I was like, damn, that one moment really messed up his career. But then he came out with that Skywalker song earlier this year. And it was a dope song. And people were like, oh, this is a nice joint by Miguel. Where's Miguel been? This is a nice song. And then he came out with the album. And the album was dope. It was a great album. And he got rave reviews, whatever. And he now seems like he's on the path for superstardom that I thought he was originally on that got derailed by the whole, leg dropping incident. So I think that Miguel is now back on track. So I think he's getting my Jammy for comeback because I think he's finally going to get the credit that he deserves for being a great artist. And people will finally, push that, leg dropping thing aside because we live in a society that's built on memes. And there's a new thing that happens every day. So I think people are kind of forgetting about the whole leg drop nonsense and ready to move on and give him his credit as an artist.
That was a very hopeful jammy.
Yeah.
Like a jammy filled with hope.
Yes.
That's new. I'm telling you, this is evolution. Wow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But he's not wrong. Mm-hmm. But, I should still be winning on the scorecard. All right. Moving on. He needs to catch up.
So next one we have let's do sports moment. What was your sports moment of the year?
This is going to be a very pleasurable jammy. I'm good. First, let's be real. I'm not the biggest NFL dude in the world. Mm-hmm. Y'all were really, 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 really close to getting my fell off jammy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Super Bowl was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Can't deny it. But that was what, February?
Yeah.
And it was the Patriots. Come on, get out of here. Serena, you won the Australian Open while pregnant. But nobody knew you were pregnant at the time. So I can't give it to you. And we still just, we're still not over you not being available anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We're still...
I saw the picture of your baby. Your baby's beautiful, but why, Serena?
Yeah.
Why? Oh.
And you go on Twitter asking for legit mom advice.
Exactly.
And it's so endearing. Damn it. Anyway, moving on. I don't think UConn getting their 111 win streak broken in the Final Four at the buzzer got enough love.
Yeah.
I had to think about that. But I couldn't give that my jammy because the girl who actually made the buzzer beater for Mississippi State to put them in the championship game got benched for no reason in the championship game. So they didn't even win the championship game because she was benched for no reason. So the story just didn't have the proper ending, bro. Like the Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
When USA beat Russia in 1980, it wouldn't be a great story if they didn't beat Finland for the gold medal the next game.
Exactly.
You got to finish what you start.
Yep.
So I couldn't give that to Jamie. But I got to give props to boxing. Boxing had a low-key good year. All right? I mean, you got to think about it, right? Manny Pacquiao went to Australia and lost on free TV to a substitute teacher. All right, that happened.
Yeah.
All right. The dude Saddam Ali retired Miguel Cotto in the Garden. That was all built. HBO put all that production and sappiness into giving Miguel Cotto his swan song for the win, and he got pummeled.
Yeah.
See, can't call it. Anthony Joshua took out Klitschko. Man, this
Yeah.
dude looks like a superhero,
Yeah.
brother. Man, he is big and finally a British dude that I'm actually intimidated by. Oh my gosh! You know how long I'm waiting for this? Did I ever tell you that story when I went to Trocadero, the world's largest arcade?
Yeah.
When I was 15, I told you that story, right?
No, you didn't.
No, all right. So,
Please tell me.
all right. Real quick tangent. All right. So, my sister was traveling abroad in college. Me, my mom, and my dad, we go out to Europe to meet her, and my sister's living with a host family in London, right? So, I'm 15. I don't care about Big Ben or Buckingham Palace and none of that. I just want to go to Trocadero. I'm 15. You know what I mean? It's the world's largest arcade. And I'm a fat kid. All the food in London is whack. All right?
It really is.
It's whack and it's expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
It's small and expensive for no reason. You go to a Chinese restaurant, you have to pay for the white rice. I went to Burger King, I had to pay for the ketchup. I went to any other restaurant, I had to pay for the tap water. It's whack.
Yeah.
Whack. And cucumber should not be a sandwich.
No.
But so I'm on Trocadero, right? And there's this one game I want to play, right? There's one game I want to play, and there's this dude who was like 6'6", dark as hell, dreads, tatted up, gold teeth. All right, and he's playing, right? He's playing the game, but I'm like, yo, man, my mom's only giving me like 11 minutes to be here, son. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how tough you are, you should understand that. So I'm like, I actually had the audacity to be like, yo, man, you gonna be done with this game soon? And then my man turned around, looked down at me, and then everybody was like, oh man, he's gonna get it,
Yeah.
right? And then he looked at me and he said, jump back, bloke. And I was like, yo, I'm never going to be scared of a British dude ever again. I don't even know why I even entertained the thought. But Anthony Joshua is the real deal. So I wish him continued success. And Canelo versus Triple G, boom.
Yeah.
Everything boxing should be.
Yes.
And that rematch is going to be lit.
Yeah.
But we're wrestling fans, and we understand that wrestling pretty much created the template for how to promote an event.
Yeah.
An event that is sports, entertainment, pop culture in one, to get everybody involved, even people who are not even involved in your sport.
Yeah.
And an event like that did happen this year. It's not about the final product. It's about the promotion and getting you in the seat and ordering the pay-per-view in the first place. So my sports moment of the year by far, and they are getting the jammy because this is the most expensive jammy I've ever given, would be to the event that was Floyd Money Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. That is the jammy of all jammies. Woo-hoo. How much fun was that? I'm sorry.
It was the lead up to it was fun. The fight itself was not
fun. No. I beg to differ.
You thought the fight was good?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You know why?
How?
You know why? Because remember, I have a lot of inside UFC fans
Yeah.
that really thought that Conor was going to win.
Yeah.
And the only realistic way he was going to win is if he got at Floyd early and emptied the tank.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we knew about Floyd going in. He's 40. He's not really training for this fight, right? Conor McGregor is younger and in his prime, right? And Floyd can't knock nobody out no more.
Yeah.
So it was like, so no matter what, this fight's not going the distance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're trusting anybody to go the distance, you'd think between a 41-year-old and a 26-year-old, who's going to have better endurance?
Yeah.
Right. And Conor was tagging him. Conor was emptying the tank. I give Conor McGregor so much credit. I feel like nobody lost that fight. But then when Conor did what he does in UFC, the only time he lost, his legs gave out and he got tired, as if he didn't know that he was doing 12 3-minute rounds. And then when it got to like 7 or 8, like dude just, got, too hype into the moment, which I completely understand. And Floyd, being the wily vet that he is, was smiling at us. And I was like, Floyd, you better know what you're doing because you can't punch. We know that. But then, he rope-a-doped him. And it was just great storytelling. Storytelling that you don't even think you could pull off nowadays. And it was two different sports, two different stars from two different walks of life. It was just, it was wrestling 101, but it was just great promotion, and it was an event, and it was sports. So that is my sports 2017 champion.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll begrudgingly give you that because like that fight I think the only reason it annoyed me is because it overshadowed Canelo Triple G, which I think is like one of the best boxing matches, like or at least on paper, and it wound up being a great fight also, like in the last like 5 years. But all everyone was talking about was Mayweather McGregor, and I'm like, yo, we're about to have one of the best real boxing matches of all time. Y'all talking about Mayweather McGregor, which is really just like an exhibition match.
I hear you, but now you're sounding like, man, you know what's real hip hop? That Black Star album.
No, it's just
it is, but replayability.
I guess, but so I'll begrudgingly give you that. My sports moment of the year is a moment that I really hate. Like, but I have to give it up. I have to give the props, and I can't withhold it just because I hate this team. And so my 2017 Sports Jammy has to go to the damn Patriots, the freaking Patriots, coming back from being 28-3 down and beating the Falcons in the second half of the Super Bowl. It's like, I hate the Patriots. I'm a Jets fan, a long-suffering Jets fan. So when I saw the Patriots getting whooped, getting beat down, 28-3, looking like a shell, looking like Tom Brady's probably going to retire after this game because he was getting beat down so bad, I'm rejoicing. I'm like, halftime, I'm eating my snacks, I'm like high-fiving people, I'm ecstatic. I'm like, this is the greatest Super Bowl of all time. And then the second half comes out, and Tom Brady's is looking like Tom Brady from 15 years ago. Just like hitting his receivers, like just automatic, can't be stopped. And I'm seeing it, 28-3 goes to 28-10, goes to 28-17. And I get that feeling in my stomach. I said, oh crap, here we go again with the Patriots. Just when you think they're out, they're coming back. And they did it. And it's like, and I hated to watch it. It gutted me as a Jets fan, but like, I cannot deny that I was impressed by what they did. To like any other team, you're down 28-3 at halftime, the Super Bowl, you go, you know what? We had a good year. We got to the Super Bowl. At least we got here. The Patriots said, nah, we're not going out like that. We're the Patriots. Like, we're going to come out and we're going to win this game. And they damn sure did it. And they just, crushed Atlanta in the second half. So that's why it's my 2017 Sports Moment of the Year, because it was just one of the greatest comebacks in the history of sports. And you can't deny the Patriots that, no matter how much I hate them.
All right, can't knock that one. All right, so he's giving out hopeful jammies and hate jammies.
Yes.
All right, this is
hate
just
jammies.
Man, this is all right.
I'm real with it. I'm not gonna withhold it just because. So let's see. Let's do sports MVP. So who is your sports MVP of the year?
Man, I had nominees, man. I was going to give it to on the come up Sloane Stephens. Maybe giving us a new face, a new black star in the world of women's tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, you can't think 2017 without the year Russell Westbrook had. You just can't.
Mm.
You can't think of 2017 without Conor McGregor, Cristiano Ronaldo, FIFA Player of the Year again when he's supposed to slow down. LeBron's still the best basketball player in the world, even though he's supposed to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
KD made